Hello everyone, my name is Alpin Tuzun and this is my final project presentation on pattern recognition class. My project is about Lord of the Rings movies character classification. I will briefly go over my progress presentation to talk about the progress that I have made since then. I told about that I had 1,000 characters in my dataset and I thought that I will be adding three more characters and was aiming to have 2,000 characters in total. I talked about I was using k-nearest neighbors and I thought that my success rate on my test sets had 75% success rate. Uh, and now I will go over my new implementations. I tried to use local binary patterns as bare bones. So here you can see just converting images into local binary patterns and then calculating distance between them using KNN. Uh, this method had 15% success rate, as you can see here, but regular KNN had 96% success rate on my test set because there are too many similar faces, as you can see here. Let's say that if I give this image to KNN, it just finds these three faces and labels it as Aragorn because of this it has a pretty high success rate on test set, but it doesn't recognize faces which are not present in the uh, data set pretty well. So then I proceeded with local binary patterns, but I have modified it. Now I am just dividing the facial image into n parts and weighting those parts. Most center part will have the highest weight. So facial structures like eyes, noses, and mouth will have higher weights than random noise around or hair or just necks and stuff. Uh, I am calculating local binary patterns as follows in clockwise direction. I'm not just using ones and zeros and then uh, converting this into a value, just adding those two. This is 2 to the power of 8, which is just 1000000. So I'm converting and editing it at the same time. And here I am using a threshold here. If the then before using a threshold, I am creating a histogram for each partition and finding the difference between histograms. And then I am summing it with said weight. And then I am checking if it is shorter than the my threshold, which is this value. If yes, I am labeling the face. If not, I am not labeling. I will show the difference between threshold value and non-threshold value here. This results are without thresholding. I tried two different partitions here. This has 7 partitions, which labels the character as uh, Faramir. This is Elrond. I used 5 partitions and it's correctly classified the character. Here it's the rest of the images are in 5 partitions. Aragorn is correctly classified. Uh, Still Aragorn is correctly classified, but it's my face detection algorithm, which is cascade classified, doesn't recognize her face, and so I can't put it to my algorithm. She's Eowyn, but not classified. I in here Theoden is correctly classified, but thinks that the face in the background is Aragorn. Distance is too high, it will be removed in the future. Uh, by future, I mean by the threshold. Legolas is correctly classified. Aragorn is correctly classified here, but there is a second Aragorn label. The uh, Cascade classifier thinks that there is another face on the orb, and my algorithm thinks that it is Aragorn. The thresholding will solve that too. Gandalf and Legolas are correctly classified. Gollum is correctly classified. Frodo is misclassified. Thinks that there is another face within the Frodo's face, which is Mary, also falsely classified. Thresholding will also solve this problem. There are 9 faces here. 4 of them are uh, just random objects. 4 of them are correct faces. Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli are correctly classified. Gandalf is misclassified as Saruman. Saruman is another wizard in Lord of the Rings, which has white hair and white beard, so it is understandable. So here, this was the 9, right? Yes. If I increase my partitions from 5 to 9, 5 horizontal, 5 vertical to 9 horizontal, 9 vertical, bigger faces still are correct classified. Thinks that this is Saruman because they have the same eyebrow structure and nose structure. Let me find the photo of Saruman real quick. As you can see here, their nose and eyebrows are pretty similar, and I am weighting the center of the image as the most, so this is misclassified as Saruman. Uh, Legolas is correctly classified, Aragorn is classified, and second phase tier is gone. Gandalf and Legolas are correctly classified, and here it's thought that blurred face in the background was Aragorn. It is gone now because of the thresholding. Gollum is correctly classified. Frodo is still misclassified, but it is now classified as Theoden. Uh, all the wrong faces, nearly all the wrong faces are gone, but only Gimli is correctly classified now. So increasing the partitions reduced the success rate on face detection in my case. This is all that I want to share. Thanks for listening.